you put it up, don't worry. Yes, put it there. You want to redo it again?
Or can you take it up to very close? Is it okay now?
No, take it up again, but it's okay.
Yes.
You're taking it from the start again. Okay, please.
From the start again. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Mr. Chairman, sir, you're welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. We are with the Chairman, Sona Group of Industries. Mr. Chairman, sir, good to see you today. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Please, can you tell us about yourself? That means your name, your citizenship, then how far has been the journey with you in Nigeria?
It's a long-term journey. I never consider a journey is ending at all.
Yeah.
Journey has to continue. My name is Mirchandani, and I'm an American citizen, as well as originally I was Indian, and I'm still Indian because my education was provided in India and growth was done in India. Very proud of India, very proud of Nigeria.
Fantastic, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir, we would want you to tell us about Sona Group of Industries.
Yes.
What is it about the industry?
Sona Group of Industries are thought carefully, very carefully. Looking at the events which changes from time to time in third world countries, we realize that there are always challenges, there are always problems after independence. Freedom is not cheap. Freedom requires good leadership. So when looking at all of those circumstances, we feel that industry is based always on what you do. How important is industry? Importance of industry is based on what you want to produce. Where do you want to provide the services? Who are necessity services? Now, if you realize the food is number one, water is another one, housing is third one. So you have basic requirement for human being. And basic requirement, if you look into those industries and you are rooted well, it's like a tree. If you are rooted well, you will stand any storm. So we thought very carefully, how do we go about what sort of industries we put up, which will be a long-term industries, but also should be based on local raw material. Our passion, we cannot do anything without local raw material. We also know that foreign exchange are a problem and so many things. So yes, we based on all our industry on local raw material.
Fantastic. It's it's very knowledgeable. This interview has been knowledgeable because I'm gaining something from there, at least from our local materials. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Mr. Chairman, sir, as someone that has seen it all, how would you see the agro-allied industry in Nigeria?
I think agro-allied is the future of this country. Now, agro-allied is based on your local raw material, which is again the farmers. Remember, you have a lot of land. Remember, your land is fantastic. You know, you saying in Nigeria that you throw the seed at the back. Next day, you see a beautiful plant coming. And it's true. I've realized, I've seen it. Looking at that area, we said, okay, we create the industry where the farmers are employed, where the employment continues to generate. You have 200 million people. We need to have jobs. We need to create jobs, directly and indirectly. And industry must create the job. Now, for instance, okay, food industry. We are into multi-extract. What do? We buy sorghum. We buy 40,000 tons of metric tons of sorghum. 40,000 tons? Just imagine how many farmers will be employed, how much you're generating economy. They bring the trucks, they offload, the labor is employed, and then so-called process is employed, technology is employed. All these factors create jobs. Our motive, our passion is to create jobs. Because Nigeria, you need to have a passion. What can you do good in Nigeria? You live in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Yes. Then we are committed to Nigeria. We are committed to quality. For us, quality is a very, very important factor. Quality that I can eat, you can eat. Any one of you can eat. It's necessary for us to look at from that angle. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Human being must be provided service. That's a key factor. You do a job, you do a good job. Don't do half job. It doesn't pay in the long term.
Brilliant, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir, as the chairman of Sona Group of Industries, how long have you led the executive of this group?
Um, as I said, I have a passion for industries. I love to work. I don't know. People call me workaholic. I'm not sure. But I do have time for other things as well. I have time for families. I have time. So yes, but yes, we work to ensure that interests of Nigeria is taken at heart. Very important. You live in the country, you have to follow. Live in the country, create jobs, help others. Helping others is that you will grow. Training others, bringing them up, motivating them, bringing them more and more to the progress. We all enjoy. It's people who work, people who make difference, people who contribute towards your success. Success is not made by one person. Remember one thing. You come for an interview, you came all the way, long way. You also are to be motivated. You do a good job. When you do a good job, you feel proud of yourself that I've done something well. I think we all need to feel proud of what we do. That's the way I look at it. So yes, food industry is very, very good. Employs people. Agriculture, you have a land, beautiful land. We want to grow more and more agriculture. You'll be surprised now we are having land by Ogun State government. They give me 500 hectares. We are going mechanically. We are moving in industry. There, thousands of jobs will be created. I can assure you. We're using the same farmers who have already been doing farming. We're just changing a subject from what to what, item to item. We're going to soya production. We're going cassava production, but we are going hybrid. We're going hybrid banana, papaya. There's so much technologies available today. I can assure you that will help Nigeria self-sustain. You want to be self-sustained, not dependent outside. Please, this is not good for our country, Nigeria. We must believe within ourselves. You have a confidence yourself. That's why you're here and you're taking interview and your questions are right. You're asking one by one. I'm proud. I'm happy that you're asking right question. Nigeria will continue to grow. If the population is growing, you provide more and more food for them. Hungry man is a dangerous man. Please provide. Please support. CBN is supporting. The Ministry of Industry is supporting. Some of your government agencies are really out to help progress in Nigeria, especially food. Sir, food is key. Very, very basic requirement. First thing is the food. You don't have to buy a shirt, you don't have to buy pants, you don't have to buy anything. You can manage. But food is very, very important. Growth of children is important with the food. Otherwise, you don't have immune system. It is necessary. Provide good food. Provide hygienic food. Provide quality food. Very important.
Mr. Chairman, sir, it's true and true that you are a humble servant and you're a servant leader, as you call yourself. I'll put this question again. Over time, what are your core challenges in this industry?
Challenges are many.
Yeah.
Tell me
The
when
core
you
one.
your core one, I will
very
tell you.
one, yeah.
But I want to tell you,
Yes, sir.
you don't have challenges in your house. You
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
You have challenges in the family. You have challenges with this and that. Challenges are there. Core challenges are there. You have a transportation problem. You have road problem. You have a port problem where you want to problems will be there, but problems are for human being to solve it. There are many problems. Sometimes they're man-made problem. Sometimes it is psychological problem. Sometimes it's a courage problem. If you have a courage, don't worry. You will fight out and you will survive and you will grow. And that's the key. So problems will be there. Core problems are there. And you don't have a light. We produce our light. We have our own gas turbine, gas generators, and we produce clean environment. We like to do something right. Remember, where we all live, environment has to be right, health has to be right. We create much better area and we think better. If environment is better, you think better. If your food is quality, you will think better. You will not have to go to the hospital. And it's good for us. So we do. But food industry has to grow based on a local raw material. Only local raw material, not imported raw material. I hate to see that there are still people who are importing things that we manufacture here fresh, and it takes them time, 4 months, 5 months, comes in a container. Sometimes it's not fresh. I don't know. I think people have to understand local industry will help them and build the future for Nigeria. That's my belief.
Fantastic, sir. So, Mr. Chairman, sir, when we look at Nigerian markets, when you look at the market to your industry, what would you say about it?
I think Nigerian market is very robust. It's fantastic market. Yes, you need quality, as I mentioned. Quality will give you basis. Today, Nigerian industries are larger scale industries. If you see any of our industries, not less than 30-acre land. Because bigger industry has more economical angle. When you have more economical angle, your cost of production will come down. And economically, you can sustain. Nigeria is not only industries, Nigeria is also producing for neighboring countries. Don't forget. So your volume is there. Your volume is going to North, your volume is going to Niger, your volume is going to Cotonou, some other African countries where they don't have a larger scale industry. So Nigeria is a hub of industries. And the more industries are actually encouraged, the better we are in Nigeria. It creates more jobs. You're not creating job outside, but you're creating within house, within area, and you're giving them training. I think it's a great thing for you to think and proceed with continuation of industrialization. No industrialization nation can die out. It will continue to progress more and more. Your population is growing. Remember, they are projecting your population growth to 2050, 400 million. 100 million? My God, you need to have more production. More and more production is required for you to sustain. Otherwise, you will be based on import. You will have to import. Import? No, I don't think it will help you in the long term. This economy requires local, local, local. I always say, local is good. Local is fresh. Local will give you immune system. Your immune system is very, very vital. Remember, you need to be healthy. That's what I think.
Exactly. Second to the last question, Mr. Chairman. So, how do you, as in, what would you regard as your significant achievements of the industry? A significant
The achievement is always your thought.
Okay.
Is it necessary to say I've achieved enough? Or is it necessary to say I still have to learn like a student and go forward? What is our mission? When you say you are a student, you learn every day. When you say you are done, I think you should retire. That's a day. And I think there's enough to learn, there's enough to share and knowledge between the people and us. You have a knowledge. You can, when you share, you grow. If you ask me a question, I'll tell you something. If I ask you a question, you will tell me something. And that may be a lesson for me to learn. So, it's never stop. Be a student. When you're a student, believe me, you'll enjoy. You'll learn something new and you can apply into service of people. Service of people, remember, is service to God. Don't forget that. Always keep in your mind, helping hand. Go forward. Don't go backward. Don't think backward. Don't think negative. Please think positive. That's your mission. And you will never go wrong. That's your passion. And that will drive you. That will give you encouragement to go forward. And you will see you'll be smiling. You will never see that, oh, you are sad. When you do good, there's inner power that's provided from Lord. Helps you to drive yourself. You will never get tired.
Fantastic, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir, Sona Groups of Industries, we have 9 members. We have the Shanghai Packaging, Sona Plastics, Eno Global, Shanghai Technologies, Foods Agro, Sona Agro Allied. We have Sona Industrial Gases, Coronation Real Estate, Coronation Power. What would you trace your journey into this kind of business?
I think it's a multi-chain purpose.
Okay.
When you say multi-chain purpose, we recycle material, like for instance, Shanghai packaging. We do recycle of garbage, 1,200 metric tons per month. We are now expanding to go to 2,000 tons per month. Now, you're dumping the ground, we take something from ground, you throw it away, it's broken, obviously it can be recycled. You don't have to put new raw material. Our industry is based on what we can create the value. People think it's garbage. I say garbage means gold. You can turn it into gold. There's no reason to think it's a garbage. You throw it away. You have everything recyclable. Technology is there. We have to use only technology. You each need wisdom. Once you use the wisdom, my God, it's gold. No, I couldn't believe that when we go into embark into that, we'll recycle, we'll do the plastic pallets, we will export, we will save the trees in nature. When you're doing plastic pallets and when you're doing wooden pallets, you have to cut the trees to make wooden pallets, remember. What is it? Isn't it bad for environment? For you to cut the trees, you need environment, you need oxygen. Tree does a good job. It gives us oxygen, remember. So I think you need to think not only one purpose, you have to think multi-purpose. We produce a lot of raw material for other industries. We produce malt extract. Malt extract, we make malt tonic. How long this takes? 24 hours. It's fantastic. It's 100% local. Malt is good. Energy is replacing sugar, replacing bad sugar, which is a processed sugar. Processed sugar is not helping you. Look at the health. Look at the environment benefit. So for us, it's a multi-chain industry. And every industry is creating jobs. Every industry is locally utilized raw material. And that is the future of any country. This industry can go on forever and ever and ever as long as people are there, technology is there, you keep on improving technology, technologies keep on changing. So I think it's multi-purpose industries. And if you see the customers, we have many, many good customers, big companies. They also employ thousands of people. Imagine what is your really a mission that helps you to drive this, create raw material for other industries. And raw material for other industries. Not only that, but consumer gets a very good price. Consumer gets a cheaper price. He's able to afford it, and they take away to neighboring countries, which is much cheaper produce. You can recycle. I can say that for us to look at from that angle. Economically, this will help the country. Don't only rely on oil. Tomorrow may not be there. Gas, tomorrow may not be there. There's always certain amount you have and always that deteriorating and so on. So create your value. Why they are creating now cars based on battery, based on this. So environment technology is also natural growth, natural so-called light. You can extract so-called energy from there. So all this new technology, we keep on adapting. It will much more economical. Instead of Just giving higher price, higher price, higher price. Inflation is better to reduce the price, bring it down so that you and me can afford. After all, you are not printing money. You also get salary. You have to manage with whatever salary you have. You cannot continue to say, oh, give me 100% growth and so on. You will not be able to sustain economy, neither your house. So we manage within whatever budget we have. Try to work with that budget. But when the cost increases, it's very difficult for you to manage. At least I find it difficult. And I'm sure everybody finds it difficult if it's me. So look at from that angle. Reduce the cost maximum. Utilize your efficiency. Utilize your new technology to bring it down. But remain local. Local raw material. In many industries you can create thousands of ideas. Thousands of ideas. You have a lot of intelligence in the system. You have a lot of ministry has a lot of intelligence. We work with the ministry. We give them full information. They come down. We discuss with them. We tell them what is right. Import, curtail the import. If you long term you want to survive in this economy, please curtail import. Try to find items that can be exported on foreign exchange to grow. You will grow forever. That's my belief.
Wow. Mr. Chairman, you're a real teacher. You're a good teacher. Fantastic.
I'm a student. I remember.
Exactly.
I'm not teacher.
Yeah. The last but not the least question.
Yes.
This is more relaxed, sir. Outside the business, what else do you do to relax? What else do you do?
Many things.
Outside the business.
Many things. I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Do exercise. You are never old to do exercise. Keep your mind at peace. You have a stability of your mind. You'll never go wrong in your life. You'll be smiling all the time. If you have a good health, you have everything. Remember, health is wealth. That is where it comes in. So have peace of mind. Have harmony. Have unity among yourself. Nation requires unity. Your unity is your key to drive to success of this country or any country. We have, if you look at it, we talk about Nigeria, 200 billion people. I talk about India, 1.4 billion people. Please understand how many different languages we have. 19 languages are officially spoken and written, alphabetic different. But we work with the same nation. Remember, we are with one united India. Nigeria must be united. If you really want to progress in Nigeria, Nigeria has to keep united. Differences, keep one side. Keep your harmony. This is chief, this is over, this is this. Religion is not barrier, it's our mind. Remember, that makes barrier. We create barriers. We should not have a barrier. Unity is key. Unity is your strength. Please, please, that's my request, that's my suggestion, that's my belief. I can only share my belief. Now, everybody has to follow their own course. It is not for me to suggest. Yes, but I will always suggest what is good for Nigeria and people of Nigeria. Nigerians are good people. I love Nigerians. I love this country. I find it beautiful country. And I admire them.
Mr. Chairman, sir, it's very good talking to you today.
Pleasure, sir.
And it's a really fantastic interview. It's worthwhile. It's a worthwhile interview, and we hope to see much more of you again. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my thinking is that you actually should go deeper into technology we are. We have now covered only on a surface of it. When you go deeper, you will realize how much more is to be spoken, how much more you can get ideas for other people to go into industries. We need to encourage. We have schools visiting our factories. They come down, they write essay, they are treated. We give them a program, children program, school program. We need to encourage the young ones to come up. They are the future. Train them, give them education, make them robust. That country, human being is a very useful human being. Create good human being, create responsible human being. Then you will see how the society will cherish. They will love each other, and you will grow. Prosperity is there. Always prosperity will remain in Nigeria.
That's fantastic, sir.
Thank you so much.
Do you have challenges?
Yes. Yes. So, Mr. Chairman, sir, I think at this juncture, we are so we are pleased with all the interviews, and we hope to see much more of you.
You're welcome. I'm always at your service. You know, as I said, I will share my knowledge. I'm available for knowledge, and sharing knowledge is always my pleasure. Giving service to people is always my pleasure. I drive great happiness out of that. I love it. I'll do always for you.
Yes, sir. And we thank you for hosting us.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure,
Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
There's something I wanted
Based on the customer's requirement.
workshop where we do multiple line jobs where you have to prepare equipment. It's a workshop. You can see different kinds of machines. Where there's a board breakdown, something is
things that we need to get to. We see it. Yes,
Usually the other thing.
Very strong and used by many companies, including Dangote, Lafarge, and many multinational companies. We also export. We are very keen to export, and we are looking forward to see how we can earn the foreign exchange from this country. I'd like to show you. You can take can you make it 8 minutes to take care of it. No, take the pallet up. It's good. So it can last you 10 years.
Okay, just to show those things off. Chairman.